Colin,
Hello guys.
how are you?
I'm much better. You can see his light. So I just want to say to you guys,
Yay!
if I disappear for no reason just now, our electricity went. We are on and off the whole day already. But how are you
Hey,
guys
Lady
doing?
Luck.
Thank you for
Yo,
your hearts, people. We really
I
appreciate
know.
it.
Look at all the blue hearts. Blue hearts for
Oh,
Nathan,
that's
guys. Hello, Tony
sweet.
Oros. Hello,
Hello,
MP3
Taniados.
Macy. If you
Yeah,
go
how
look
we
up, hello, Audrey. If you go look up, there is a span of them. There
I
is
can
a
see
lot.
so.
And
Oh,
yeah,
guys,
there's a
thank you so
lot.
much. We really do appreciate it.
Unblock what? Lock Dog, what are you saying? Maybe unblock. You can't be here if you're not unblocked. Yo, look at that. Check all these ones.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you, guys.
guys.
We really needed it this week, believe me. So, how was your
Yes,
week?
so what's been going on? What's happening?
Now, Nathan became extremely difficult from Friday evening. A lot of his demeanor changed for the worst over the weekend. So he was extreme, to the point where, specifically on Friday evening, where I saw that he became extremely emotional while we were still at home, and I eventually just said to my husband, "You know what? Let's just take him out. Let
Mm,
us take him out and see if this will not bring any change." Because we really thought that it was because he was frustrated of being at home and things like that. If I now say to you guys that we took him to the malls, it was the worst decision that we made.
oh, yeah. Hello, Borden.
He was crying and crying and crying. I tried to
Oh,
bribe him with something nice, with sweeties, with balloons, nothing. He was literally walking in that checkers, but he was just sobbing. And eventually
oh.
I just said to my husband, you know what, this is not working. Let's just rather take him home, because the initial plan was to go and visit my daughter after that. And I said to my husband, you know what? I'm sure my daughter also had a bad, she had a busy day. I don't think she will still want to cope with this right now, because when he
Yeah.
becomes like that, he's unconsolable, you know.
Mm,
And we
yeah.
eventually came home on Friday evening. I think it was about, 10 o'clock, more or less. If I now say that he carried on until 2 o'clock Saturday morning. My brain,
Yo.
there was a point where my brain shut down completely. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I said to my
Yeah.
husband on Friday, can we just take him somewhere? Can I just get a bit of a break? Just a bit of a break.
Odie
And
said he was having such a lucky swim the other day.
he was. Look, I must be honest with you guys. Sometimes swimming really helps him when he is like that. But I mean, now
Right?
6 o'clock on a Friday evening, that was now not going to work. And then on Saturday, he was slightly better. I must be honest. And then, the days, me and my husband, we never learn our lessons. The days that Nathan is better, we must do what we need to do. You know? You know what I'm trying to say? When he's a little bit more calm, we must do what we need to do. But now
Yeah.
Sunday came. Sunday came, and we now decided, okay, we need to continue to finish the last odds and ends last odds and ends in his room, because our timing is so limited. The moment we started, all the hell broke loose again. And you know what? Because I became busy, I didn't check so nicely, because he was in and out, busy with his meltdowns. Eventually, when I got to him, I got such a fright. And I called my husband and I said, I need to stop what I'm doing immediately, and I need to get this child in the swimming pool right away. He was perspiring in such a bad way that the water was running down from his head.
Oh, it was
It
very hot on
was,
the weekend. Shame.
yeah, not only that, because he was having his meltdowns, and the meltdown at that point, it didn't seem too extreme for me, so I just left him so that he can sort of, sometimes if you leave them, then, it sorts
Yeah, they
itself out.
self-soothe. Yeah.
Yes. But on Sunday, when I eventually got to him, I said to my husband, this child is not controlling body temperature. I need to cool him down right now. And
But I want
even,
to just ask everyone here, though, anyone that's here, because the other day we were talking about this, and I've had a freaking difficult time. Hello, Yaku. Are there any parents here with kids on the spectrum that you guys have been struggling? Because I know the last time we spoke, it was full moon. I don't think it's full moon at the moment, but there is
no,
something happening. Like I spoke to Niku, and I the meltdowns, and I know there's another mommy here. She hasn't joined yet, but she'll be joining a little bit later. Who has said, and it's not a friend last week.
mhm,
Mish, when was it that I recorded him? Was it last weekend, or this week? I don't even know. My days are so thingy, right? It's
same.
not the moon. So the moon was last weekend though. Listen, the moon affects them like flippin' mad. It's the water in your body. It's horrendous.
I just
You
want to
know,
say that there's been a lot of changes with Nathan
last
since the.
night. Wait, Chat
Really?
GPT this, guys. Jax has been very up and down. I think it was last. Yes, it was. Just check and see for me what moon it is at the moment, because first of all, there's been lots and lots of violent stuff going on in our local
Yes.
area. Mental patients and stuff, and normally that is when there's something to do with the moon. So
Mm,
it
really
cannot
interesting.
just be all of us. And this is the thing, like what Niku said now. His son has been really up and down. And I want people to understand, right? Yes, my child is a lot smaller than Lyrica's, but these kids are like super powered. They
Yes.
and the what is it? That's when Lena comes on. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. So anyone that tells me it's not scientifically proven, that's 100% great, but we don't need science. And I know you're the scientist, but there's 120 gazillion times that I can now turn around and say it is 100% real,
No,
because
definitely.
there's
Definitely.
proof in the
I'm,
pudding.
I,
Proof in the
I,
pudding.
I must be honest in saying that what we've experienced since Friday night, look, we always have it, but not to that extent. Usually, when he becomes like that, and we turn around to do something that he likes, it tends to smooth out. This was
Yeah.
continuous. I think in total for a whole weekend,
Dang.
if I'm lucky, maybe I had about 8, 9 hours sleep in total for a whole weekend. It's exhausting. Today was much better though. I must say, today was much calmer.
Really?
Yeah, but
You
even
see, okay,
yesterday,
so
I
look
would
what
say
Chris
up
is
until
saying
now.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's even true.
So
That's actually very important.
the thing also, it gets it really, I there is no way that you can explain to somebody. You can try. Hello, Nicholas. You can try explain to somebody like you are now saying, and we can say as much as we can, right? Hello, BRM. So
Eh,
I had
Can I,
recorded.
my
Yeah.
friend, sorry to interrupt you. Can I just emphasize something to the people? What we say and what we experience. What we experience is so much worse than what we say.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
say
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry to say that, but nothing in regards to how much I want to try to emphasize the type of lifestyle that we are living can actually bring the reality of it out to people. They need to experience a child like this firsthand for at least a day or two, continuously being with him. Not just being with this child for an hour and then another hour. No, 2 consecutive days of spending time with a child like this.
And try say the word no.
Oh my word! I can quickly I can demonstrate for you guys what can happen.
No, don't do it to yourself now. Good gracious, we'll put you in the hospital.
You see,
Hey, Mooch.
you see.
But you
It's
see,
very
let me do
easy.
this. So this is what I did the other day. Mish wanted to know if I was okay. I literally shut down. No one could get hold of me. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I didn't want to explain myself. I think this was on you can never say no.
Ever.
Never.
I can
It's
like I say, if you guys really want to see what the result will be, I don't have a problem. I can demonstrate for you guys because that's my living. I live it 24/7.
wait. I will play something for you. A snippet of what happens when this child was said no. Do not do this to yourself, friend. Honestly, everyone wanted to know. Everyone wanted to know why I went AWOL. So I sent this to Mish, and the response was from her wife was, I hope you don't mind me saying this, guys, was, is this what Candace deals with on a regular basis? Every day. So, and I'm in the room going to tell Erika no. This was I'm in the room and he was outside. My door was closed. He was outside, like down the corridor. So he was quite far away. Okay. This was him calming down. Wait, I don't know. I need to just make sure I'm not going to send you some random stuff. You can continue talking while I look for it, though. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, no, I don't think people can really comprehend. The word no negative words can be used at Nathan in any regards when it comes to ask a question. Like the word no, we can't, not now, no negative wording. Because negative wording will get this child spinning into a different dimension within 0 to 10 seconds, believe me. So that is not something that's possible. And to get him to calm down, that is another story for another day. If I can say this to you guys tonight, you need to have the patience of Job. Because if you now think the best thing to do when that child is in that state is to discipline him in the way that we all are used to, in the normal sense of the way, I can promise you it will become very, very aggressive, extremely aggressive. So that's also a no-go. I wonder if he will come and say hello to the people. Let me see if I can call him. Nathan? Let's see if he will come.
Okay, so let me quickly do this. This is what's been happening all morning. Can you hear? Denver, come here, boy. Oh, morning. There he starts banging, throwing all his stuff. So let me just play it quickly again, then you can hear.
This is what's been happening all morning.
Mm.
No, Nathan's on his own mission there.
Can you hear?
No, he's hearing you busy there.
Denver, come here, boy. All morning. There, now he starts throwing things again. There, boy.
And that was at the end. That was far, yeah. I had my door closed, and that was at the end. There was like baby fluking. Like he was fluking his father, but baby fluke, where he's like, because they mirror, he can be so fishlook. He's not swearing or anything. He's just being really ugly and cheeky. And hello, Nathan.
Nathan, yeah, he thinks that he's got no time for us not tonight. He will come and say hello now.
He'll come just now, yeah. But it's like that. And I had just shut myself off, and I sent this to Marin, and I said, I'm sorry, but my brain can't function. And that is the whole thing, right? Is that when us as parents have been pushed to the edge, and then our child has meltdowns, we don't have the capability to self-soothe ourselves.
No.
We have to try and get them calm. And the thing is, Denver is so, hey Duff, when he's like that, he will kick you, he will scream, he will throw himself, he will do anything. I promise you that you can check how Larica is. I sit there. If you watch me on a phone call, if I'm on a video call with someone, I'm having work call, and I try not to be on a call when he's here because he wants the attention. So he doesn't want to do it, right? But and this is the thing, overthinking myself to negativity. But you have to try and catch it before it gets to that stage. It's like there's a borderline where they're being difficult.
Yes.
And then it's difficult yourself because you don't know when is a good time to kind of say, okay, enough's enough now. You've thrown your little temper tantrum. Now we're going to try and ease off.
Yeah,
Because
and that's the difficult part.
that's the difficult part. Because you like, are they being naughty? Are they wanting something that they can't tell you that they are wanting? Or because remember, even though Denver sounds like he's extremely verbal, he is mirroring a lot of the things he says. I can hear it because it makes no sense. Yes. MP3, yes, yes, yes. And my child only eats carbs and sweets.
Same here. As a matter of fact, Nathan eats everything that he sees except for sushi. But all the
Really?
rest, yeah.
Mine doesn't eat. Mine is like a gecko. He is see-through. He is anemic. He has got so many things. He refuses. I have tried everything. We've tried bribery. But the weird thing is, my child comes to me. Now he takes medication every morning. He comes to me. He says, hey, mom, check. Takes a capsule, puts it in his mouth, drinks his juice and goes,
oh my soul, just like that.
Just like that. He will not, he hates textures. Just to get him to eat vegetables or what, he will not. He will not, okay? And it's been like that forever because he smells it. He will like, if it smells okay, then he goes, he will not drink water. No, and the thing is, but then he can swallow a capsule. I'm like,
it took Nathan years to swallow a capsule. We always had to make it very, very fine and mix it, and we always had to hide it because the moment he saw it, not a chance.
but you know what the thing is? So Denver was taking what was it? There was two. It was concerta, and then at the moment he takes what's it called now? I don't know the word. Anyway, so Mediconnect. Now with these medications, you can't mix them because then they
No.
lose the slow release. So yeah, now I have to go. And I tell his father to do it because concerta, I take concerta as well. It's for ADHD,
Mm.
and it's a slow release. But yeah, bro, it doesn't last. It's like me. That's why you see me on a live. I'm fine until about 3 o'clock,
Yeah,
maybe.
but even me now, even me, I struggle to sleep now as well because of all the things that's happening here in the background and so on. But
But it's
if
true though,
anything,
friend. It's
yeah, it's
true
true. I
because
can't sleep.
you can't do it if you are burnt out. You can't. It's a lot. It's
It's
a
just a
lot.
lot. You know,
What
Candace,
is
you mentioned something very, very interesting earlier where you were saying that when he was having that meltdown, you just disconnected from everything completely. And you
and I
know
know
me.
you do that.
Yes, I do the exact same thing. To be honest with you guys, I haven't been on social media this whole weekend. I haven't touched my
Hey,
WhatsApps. I only message my people
Nathan.
this morning. You know? Because emotionally you're so
not talking about Nike.
no. Say hello to
Hello,
everybody.
Nathan.
You're not talking about Nike.
No. Now you see what Nathan does. The moment that he wants my attention, I need to make that contact in regards to his eyes. For him, that is extremely, extremely important. Like the same with you. When you're on a phone call, when it comes to Denver, he doesn't like that. Now, you will not be worried about you the whole day.
I
Let you
know.
become busy. Let you become busy doing something. Then it's a total different
Look,
ballgame.
they're trying to show him all the hearts, Lorica.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. You know what,
Try
my
get
friend?
him.
I,
He
I
won't
can't
look.
even I can't even remember where I last stopped with our testimonial. Last week was so demacard. I
I
know we said
know.
something about the feet and you know
What is he
uh,
saying? Oh, hello, nice. Thank you so much, Charlene.
what is it?
So what is he saying to you? They're asking.
What is Nathan saying to me? Well, Nathan, because Nathan cannot
The Big
communicate, so
Daddy.
Nathan just says whatever he knows what to say.
Yeah.
So he
What
will
did he
just
say about not talking? I hope what you're not talking about who?
oh, he started talking about a girl that he was in school with. Her name was Inaki. He was in school 3 years ago with this Inaki. And now the moment his brain is stuck on Inaki because apparently Inaki hit him.
You're talking about what's not talking
Oh.
about Nike.
Oh, he's not talking about Inaki now. He's talking about his auntie Bats. I don't know what this is about. What do you want to say?
I think I'm not talking about Nike.
I know you're not talking about her, but what do you want to say to the people?
People, we're not talking about Nike.
Okay, that's all that he wants to tell you guys. He's not
Okay.
talking about Inaki.
No.
Okay.
Nathan, kyk hierso. Kyk al die blou hartjies wat die mense vir jou gee. Sê dankie vir die blou hartjies.
Dankie vir die blou hartjies.
Say.
Yeah.
Say Nathan.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I got lost. I know that we were still talking about the feet and the operations.
Yeah. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back.
I think we left it. I think maybe we can leave the rest of the testimonial part for a later Monday, maybe.
When
So that
we are
can
children.
also, yeah, because to be honest with you, with my electricity and everything also being off, you know, I didn't have much time to go and actually look back at everything. But is Crystal here? I want to ask him something. If he's
Yeah.
still here.
Chris, are you here?
Let's see if he's still in the line.
There is someone, Chris. I just wanted to also. I need to reach out to this person. Not your husband, Chris.
No, other Chris. Other Chris.
He's like, yes.
I think Chris meant. I want to ask him about. I wanted to ask him about that. Hold on. That Gilbert
You're
syndrome.
not talking about Chichakra.
You are funny, boy. I wanted to ask him if he maybe knows exactly what it is. I know something with the liver and it's not dangerous and. But you know, that's the thing with these doctors. They mention something to you and then they don't explain any further.
Yeah. What was that you were wanting to know?
What exactly what is Gilbert syndrome?
You're talking about
I know it's something about the body or the liver not working a little bit slower when it comes to the toxins or something.
You're talking
So I was actually wondering.
I think he might have.
You're talking about Taneva.
Because that was most now the latest diagnosis. That we
You're
received.
not talking about Chichakra.
Yeah.
You're not talking about
Listen, you're
Chichakra.
being a funny out here.
Didi.
I'm trying to talk here.
You're
You
not
are supposed to be talking to the people.
Can I throw a spanner in the works here? You might hate me. You might hate me for this.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
you can.
Nathan. Where's Joycey?
It's Sheba Rebecca.
Now you started the thing now, ne? Now you started the thing. Tell the people a little bit. What did Nathan do this weekend? What did she do?
What did she do to you?
Who did what to you?
What did she do to you?
Who?
What did she do to you?
No, it's always him. He's always the one that we do something to. You know? We are always misusing or doing something to him. But
Yeah.
tell us. He wants to gossip now. What do you want to say?
Nathan, did you swim? Did you swim this weekend?
Auntie Candice wants to know if you swim this weekend. Did you swim?
I did some.
Was it nice?
No, it's okay.
Was it hot? Was it hot this weekend? Was it hot, Nathan?
I'm not talking about Chichakra.
Oh my. He sees you. He just don't want to speak about anyone. You know? But this is typical autism behavior. Can I quickly give the people an example?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Hello,
Of
Conrad.
how quick a meltdown can come.
You're not speaking too loud to Chichakra.
Nathan, I want to tell you something, eh? Remember Mommy said to you, if you break your speaker again, Mommy's not going to buy you another speaker. Remember that? But you did break your speaker, and now? Nou kan Mama nie meer vir jou 'n speaker koop nie. Nee, Mama kan nie meer vir jou 'n speaker koop nie. Nou wat nou? Kan ek so 'n bietjie jou toutjies sien asseblief?
Nee.
Sien dis. Ek wil nie, kan ek gou vir Tannie Candice wys? Ek wil hom net vir Tannie Candice wys. Ag, Auntie Candice, you want to see his toutjie?
Oh, please, Nathan.
Please. Oh no, now just okay, I won't take your toutjie. Just come and sit here. I promise I won't take your toutjie, but can I just see it for a minute? Ag, Auntie Candice, see this last toutjie. You see that?
Wow.
You want it, Auntie Candice?
I want it. Can I look at it, Nathan? Can I look?
See? Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh.
Can I have it? Can I have it? No, I don't know what happened to the stuff. It's gone.
It's not gone, it's the stuff. Mama, you naughty.
This is how quick it happens. Just because I took his toutjie. It's extremely Yeah, and unfortunately, I used the toutjie as an example because that was the quickest thing. But most of the time, it's about things that's not in my control. The toutjie was now in my control to give back to him, and that's why it's now silent. That's why it's now silent. But if it was anything else, that's not in my control. This would have escalated just like this, and he would have become very abusive. You would have heard him and seen him here jumping up and down and what.
Hello.
So we need to be.
Hello.
How are you?
You have been summoned by
I
Loretta.
felt the disturbance in the force, so I'm here.
The disturbance in the force.
Yes, I want to ask you something, and I'm hoping you'll be able to assist me. Do you maybe know what Gilbert syndrome is?
Gilbert's?
Yes.
Gilbert syndrome.
Yeah, I've heard of
I
that
can't
one.
remember if we
Let me-
spoke about this last week.
I'm trying to think. We're going more into the morphins
morphin
versus.
syndrome.
That other
Yeah.
funny word.
Because otherwise I want to actually go and look up about it a little bit this week as well, because that is now the latest syndrome that he's been diagnosed with. Something with the liver.
Okay. So now I remember what it is.
Enzymes.
It's a genetic enzyme deficiency for the UGT1A1. Yeah, according to the medical journal, it's exceptionally rare, like 3 to 7% of a population. But
What?
jaundice, bilirubin issues.
What?
So it's also then the jaundice part and the bilirubin parts. That's all the same. It's all somehow to do with those organs.
Right. So it's a liver
No,
disease, a liver dysfunction.
Oh my word! Because the only thing the doctor said to me, it's not something that's dangerous. We don't need to worry about it. Only when he becomes very yellow, and then we need to take him so they can run a further test. But it's not something that's dangerous. So I'm just wondering about it. Because they are not treating him for it, but yet they say he's got it.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know
They're
what?
saying
The
he
amount
has
of
it.
labels he's
Hmm.
got is like mad shame.
Yeah, it's horrible, huh? Every now and then, when I take him for a further checkup, and then it's further blood tests for this, and then there's something new that comes back. And with all of it, it's an incurable disease. Nothing we can do.
MP3 Macy says, can you get a liver transplant?
Well, it depends on your country, but a liver transplant would depend on the likelihood of it being attacked again. So therefore, that would be each facility or each place.
Because the only way that we pick up a little bit that something wasn't right, from time to time, the inner parts of his eyes becomes yellow. So, and we were struggling with constant eye infections with him from, I think it was middle of December, and then eventually in January I took him so that she can just have a look at her eyes, and then I said to her, but every now and then the eyes present a little bit yellow. And then she said to me, okay, but when was the last time we did a liver test on him? And I said, well, there was a very, very, very extensive liver test that was done in August last year. And then when she went back on the report, she says, oh, but Nathan's got Gilbert syndrome. I said, okay, well, thank you for telling me that now. What's that? I know something about the liver, but you don't need to worry. It's a genetic disorder, and it's not serious. And then they just leave us like that. So we don't know what to make.
As opposed to Gilbert syndrome with a child with autism, it's more likely that they have a hepatic mitochondrial issue as opposed to actual Gilbert syndrome, which will cause a very similar situation. That's
What
more
on
common
earth did you just say?
I don't know. I don't understand that.
That was a scientific cons. That was a whole different.
Oh, I was just saying, oh my word, not another diagnosis. Oh gosh.
No, but I'm just saying it's actually not that uncommon for autistic children to have secondary issues that will cause jaundice, the eye situation when you're going between morphins and something else. You know what I mean? So
I want to ask that. English, please. Yeah. Layman's terms. Chris, while we are talking about ours, I don't know. I think I mentioned it very briefly there's quite a few kids that are on the spectrum that tend to have squint eyes or poor eyesight.
Right.
We don't know that about Nathan, but Nathan's got oval eyes. That I can confirm. And the lenses of the eyes in 2020, they confirmed that it's not disconnected or something because they were worried about that.
Oh, yes, you mentioned that last week. I remember you mentioned that last week.
But they always have eye
Well,
problems.
that's one of the things that I have a problem with a lot of people who do Google diagnostic autism, which really annoys me. Autism spectrum disorder in its truest form has physical appearances. For example, Nathan is exceptionally long. His bone structure is long. That is very autistic spectrum disorder. That's a true genetic autism. While the little kid who's just a jerk and mommy doesn't know any better treats him with autism, and it's not. The kid's normal. He doesn't have any eye deficiencies. He doesn't have any, plus you'll notice with autism kids that their eyes move more sporadically. They're faster. Their eyes are more like
yeah.
Do you remember when people used to describe it as shifty? Somebody has shifty eyes.
Mine does that. Mine do that the whole time. I did not know that until my boss's wife told me. She was like, why do your eyeballs do that? And I asked my mom, and my mom said to me, but you've always done it like that. And I'm like, oh. Now, so when Denver, this is why I want to ask, because when Denver was born, he had a blocked tear duct, apparently. So then, most of the time it's toe cancer. What? MP3 Macy, go
back and look at what you just wrote. Autocorrect
toe cancer. What? So we go. If I Google my symptoms, she says if she Googles her symptoms.
No, Macy, I'm old. That's called a bunion, doll. That's a bunion.
You see, Google is not always the best idea, believe me.
Hey, Dale, it's a bunion.
I tend to do that a lot.
So check everyone laughing now. Yeah. Yeah, so listen, MP3, when the new segments that I'm going to be doing, stop it with the comments, guys. Thank you for the follow, Conrad. So my new segments that I'm doing, we're going to change it up a bit, and it's not just going to be mental health awareness. It's not just going to be autism awareness. You know that I do. It's more neurodiverse.
What do you call it?
Neurodivergent. Chick, I can't multitask, guys. I told you my meds were off at 3:00, and now I'm going to be distracted for days. What are you, Lurica? Stop Google us, please.
No, we've got Chris now. We don't see a symptom. I ask him, what is this? Let's go and Google. My husband.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I chat GPT, but now we got Chris. So I still need to talk to Chris about this because I'm doing like the neurodivergence on the Monday, and then the Tuesday, instead of it just being mental health, it's going to be mind and body wellness. So yeah, because at the end of the day, if your mind is not in a good shape, your body is not. And if your body is not, your mind isn't. So you have to have this balance, gut health, gut health. So, but the other thing, and there's a lot of people coming on board, like Chris is I want to speak to Chris about this Monday thing. Actually, I'm very excited about it. But now, the eyes. Denver, so I was told he had a blocked tear duct when he was born, right? So it was constantly watering, and everyone just kept saying, no, Hala Mikamu, no, it's going to be fine, you just have to clean it, and it never, ever got better. Never. And then, like you guys have heard me say before, if he gets sick, that eye tells me first. And if it waters And then I know, hey, Amy, if that eye waters, I know it's literally going to be a hospital any day soon, because that's showing he's got a massive infection, or he's very, very sick, is if that eye waters. And then he is very squint in that eye. But if he covers his eye, if he covers his good eye, this automatically goes straight. So the doctors and things and the physio, not the physio, the occupational therapist has said we have to try and cover his good eye, because it automatically pulls the bad one. Hey, Michael, the bad one to the center. Now you try get my child to do that. And I said to him, we can be pirates together. Hey, Jakes. He's like, I don't want to be a pirate. So I contacted my occupational therapist because he loves her, and fortunately he missed her a lot over the holidays. And the holidays was a diabolical mess because obviously their routine gets thrown off so much. So she has created, because he loves Spider-Man, everything that she does with him, she makes stuff to do with Spider-Man. So like it's really lovely. She really goes out of her way to do it. And I'm so blessed to have her, because we've been through hell and back with doctors as well. And oh my gosh, that's the occupational therapists they've caused a lot more damage. But she is amazing. Hey, Notes. And I said to her, please, I need you to try and get him to work on that eye. First of all, the dentist. No, don't stress. The dentist. I've never taken him to the dentist because no, I don't. I'm so scared. So I've now spoken to his occupational therapist, and I said, listen, I need help. Either I'm going to take you along or you need to prep me, because to just try and get him to brush his teeth, we did the most horrendous things to him, like honestly, to try and scare him. Like my friend said to us, we must take a photo of his teeth and then edit it and put like germs in his mouth.
No! Oh my word, the poor child. Did it work? Did it work? You can be lucky.
Listen, trial and error. Like I was literally willing to do anything, because when that child was coming near me, I was like, no, something is gonna jump out that mouth, because you won't. And he doesn't want to brush it. Exactly, MP3 Macy, exactly. So his dad went and did this. He showed it to me. The slacker is back. No problem. Showed me this thing. I said, you can't show him that. That will absolutely put him in a state. You can't. He says, nope, I'm telling you now. Telling you. Do it. Yo. I mean, it looked like it was germs, and oh, it was horrible. And he goes, oh, what? I said, yes, that is what's in your mouth when you go to sleep. That's what's in your mouth. He's like, no. Hey, Cherise. So he was cleaning. Now he brushes his teeth. So he cannot just do it with me or with his dad or with whoever he wants on that day. You literally have to wait for him to decide what he wants.
Yes.
Who he wants to get him dressed. Now at the moment he wants to do everything himself. He is very independent. But guys, just a tip. If you don't know, and the people that don't have kids on the spectrum, the more you praise them, the more you'll get out of them. Praise. My child's favorite word, and I don't know where he got it from, but obviously he's seen what it does because of the mirroring, is if you tell my child that you are proud of him, the guy melts. And you my best friend, I love you so much, and give me a hug and a kiss. And I I love it. Okay. So that is one way to go about it. You know how you know how they say that you must always let the men think that they are making decisions.
True.
Always let your children think that they are making the decisions.
But now can I quickly say to you what we are experiencing now?
Yes.
So at first with Nathan it was the same. He didn't want to bring anything near his mouth or anything because he was so super sensitive. Eh? Now it went to the extreme that he's brushing teeth close to 15 times a day. And now I thought to myself, oh, but now we're on the right path here because now at least his mouth will be healthy. I mentioned that to the dentist. She says, oh, have you thought about the next problem now? I say, which is? She says he will take all the enamel from his teeth.
Yeah. Work, cook.
And
You can
immediately my
MP3, Macy.
all up just went because now we can't get him to stop. It's not to the point. It's not to the
Not
extent that we now need
obsessive.
to.
Hey,
Yeah, we
Raymond.
need to hide it. We
And
need
use
to hide
one
the
bar of soap
toothpaste.
at least once. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's also another thing with him. When he goes to bath, he
Flip, I
believes that
hate
whole
it.
bar,
Yeah.
bar of soap needs to be finished.
I literally, okay, so Denver loves bath bombs. Okay. And it's the only way we can really get him. Hello, my love. It's the only really way that we can get him. Like he will swim all day, all night. He loves swimming. Okay.
Same.
He's not the best swimmer yet because he refuses to go to swimming lessons, but my mom has been able to help with that. But if there is soap, bubble bath, bath bombs, shampoo, conditioner, freaking, he will, when he goes and washes his hands, he must take as much of that pump soap as possible. If I have to leave out the bath bombs, those bath bombs are all in the bath. You know how expensive bath bombs are, people?
I know.
And
Yeah,
it's
I
all
know.
thanks to Jamie. Jamie was the first person, Sunflower Girl was the first person to buy my child bath bombs. And literally, he loves it. Hey, Sam, he loves them, but you have to hide it. And when it comes to like, he doesn't particularly, what? Oh, my darling. I was actually thinking about you all day today. And if you can, we must do Thursday night, okay? I love you and I'll see you soon. And just know there's the end goal, okay? I'll pray, blah, blah, blah. I will say special prayers for you guys. I'm all tongue twisted, yeah. So you can't leave him because like if he goes into the shower, he puts the face cloth down and to cover the what's it called, the drain.
The
Yeah.
drain, yeah.
And then he
Because
sits there. Here's Raven. Then he sits there so that it fills up like a bath. Hello, King. So
I know
and
what
there's
you're
like a
talking about.
step. So there's a step that goes into the shower. So he knows he's got a certain amount. You're talking nonsense now. Yeah, you see, I'll make him. So, hey, Raven, like a slop MP3. Thank you for being my darling. So, and then he will play with anything. And that's the other thing. Hey, Nose, that is the other thing is he wants everything to go in the water. And I say to him, but my boy, not everything can go in the water. He says, yes, it can. I said, no, it can't. He goes, you'll just buy me a new one. I said, oh, really?
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
you got money? Oh,
That's the
really?
thing.
And that's
let
when
it be
it starts.
And let it be finished. Then it's another problem. Like I stopped buying bubble bath in my house already.
Yeah.
Because when Nathan goes to bath, I can hide it. I can do whatever I want to it. He knows
Next week, Monday.
where to go and search for it. And by the time I get into that bath, the whole flippin' bath is just bubble bath. And the whole thing is empty. So,
Yep.
yeah, I gave up. I gave up.
You know what? I really want my child to be clean, but I also don't want my bathroom to be full of mold because there's water in every nook and cranny of the bathroom. So that's a problem, you know? Hello, Betty. I don't know. But it's either I will not bath, I will not shower, I will not do anything. I don't want to do it. No, no, no. Or it will be, I want to do it now. And then he wants to be there for a long time because you know he's up to
Because
mischief.
the thing comes in, they struggle with time, if I can say it like that. You
Yeah.
know, whenever something needs to happen, you can't make a promise to them for something that's going to happen tomorrow, because then you're setting yourself up for
Yeah,
big
now I
trouble.
wish I
Because
need to just take this and take you to the bedroom, the other one, hello Breeklig, and go and say, hoor jy dit? Hoor
yeah,
jy?
because that's unfortunately the truth. Whenever you say something to them, it needs to happen within
Hello
the
Pierre.
next coming 10 minutes or so. Like when we are planning going on holiday, we have to keep everything away for him, because if he finds out about it a week before the time, it's a big problem in our house, because he will continue and continue.
Yes,
And continue.
exactly, Chunks. Hello Nathan.
So, say hello. Oh, yeah, we're starting. He wants
Past
to
5.
go. Listen to what he's asking you. He wants to go now. What's the time? 9 o'clock. No, he wants to go out now.
Oh, where do you want to go? Okay, Chris.
Want toe wil jy gaan? Winkel toe, die winkel is toe, Nathan. Gaan ons nou, ek loop die winkel toe nie, sorry vir jou. Jy kan maar self winkel toe loop. Ek gaan die winkel toe loop nie. Nee. You see, and once he starts with nie nou nie, then I must know. Trouble is coming. Because he will now continue with this. All the shops is closed. That's
You
also
have a
another thing.
video. You have a video. The first video that I ever saw of you and Nathan was a video where he wanted to go. Now,
Can I quickly I just want to flip my camera if you don't mind.
yeah.
Just want to show it to the people. How do I flip this thing now? Hold on a sec. I just want to see, how do I flip it? I can't remember. Wait, hold on a sec.
Becky.
Okay, you know what? Okay, now it's over. I just wanted to show the reaction.
What did he
I don't
do?
know how to flip. Started with his
Oh,
little
the hands.
tantrums and yeah, but I don't know how to. Hold on.
So if you click on it,
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. No, but he's next to me now again, so he stopped. But if he does it again, I just want to flip the camera so people can see.
yeah.
And you can see my demeanor now. I didn't say anything negative, nothing whatsoever. And he just. Ons kan nie nou winkel toe gaan nie. I'm using the word kan nie now for a reason here. Ons kan nie, al die winkels is toe. Quickly want to show you guys.
Ek gaan vir my speaker koop, ma.
Nathan?
Ek gaan vir my gaan speaker koop.
Ag, what is this thing doing? Hold on a second. Nathan, ons kan nie nou winkel toe gaan nie, seun. Die winkels is toe. Okay, I don't want to show too much. Did you guys see this? Hold on.
Ma.
Oh, sorry.
Ma.
Nathan, ons kan nie nou nie, die winkels is toe, sien nou.
Nee.
Die winkels is toe.
Môre. Nee.
Nee, nie nou nie.
Ek dink ons moet weer ry.
Ons kan nie nou ry nie, sien.
Kan nou ry.
you'll see immediately his voice will change. The way that he... Now this is real, guys. This is what we are dealing with. I don't want to show too much. Hold on a sec. I'm not going to go into the full extent of it now. And nothing that I can do right now will be able to stop this. But you guys will hear him in the background. He is struggling a lot to process any kind of negative information. Anything that his brain does not agree with. Basically, what he doesn't want to hear causes reactions like this. In general, it's not just now about the going. It's anything that he does not agree with. Because his brain doesn't know how to process it. His brain can't process anything that's negative because he doesn't understand that it can't happen. And yeah, they do that because unfortunately that's the only way that the brain knows how to react. But then it's now where the soothing part comes in, because 99% of the time they don't self-soothe. That's the problem. It first escalates to more. What's my husband saying now? Ek kom help gou. Ag, is okay dat ek gaan hom net ignore. Ek gaan nou kyk of hy langs my sal kom sit. Wil jy 'n bietjie kom gesels? Kom sit hier so by my. Ag, ek wil so graag hier met u so sit. Kom sit hier so by my asseblief. No, it's not going to happen.
You can't change it when he's already in that state.
You can't, Andy. I want to try to do it now. That's what I want to try to do, but he's not cooperating. I want to try to get him to come and sit here next to me, because he's already a little bit better, and I think him sit here so by ons. But he will continue with this now, and he will continue, and he will continue. It's okay.
Hello, Chopper.
Isn't there some cold drink for you, Dad? Please put him some cold drink. So what we are trying to do now is we are trying to shift his thoughts. So we are trying to make him focus on something different. A lot of times it does work, but not always. And just like this, he becomes extremely, extremely aggressive. And that's what autism is. Unfortunately. There's nothing that we as parents can do to keep these type of situations under control as much as we want to.
You know, and this is, it's so hard to watch. Like, it's hard for me to watch because I know what you're going through.
Yes. And this is very mild, eh? That's why I just showed for a split second and then I changed camera again, because this becomes very ugly very quickly. And then he starts to self-harm and he starts banging his head against the wall, and then he starts injuring himself, and then the emotional part of that come in, because after all of this, he is extremely scared of separation. So when he gets to the point where he becomes calm again, which in many cases it can take up to 3.5 hours. So for 3.5 hours, he can continue like this. And that's also why I need to keep an eye on his body temperature for his heart rate, especially because he cannot do extensive, he can't do extensive exercise and those type of things because of the heart clip that's leaking. So there is so many things that I need to keep in consideration. Is daai myne dankie, that I need to keep in consideration when he starts becoming like this. But there is different emotions that goes into this.
I just want to ask you, because Denver Denver has just got so much aggression. It's scary. And he goes
Same.
from 0 to 100. There's no in between. There is
Same with
he just throws himself on the floor, and I'm petrified because the amount of times that he jumps and then lands on the tiles, and the amount of times that he's smacked his head and his nose, and he throws himself back, like when he's throwing a temper tantrum, and he'll whack his head and all of these things. And I'm so worried about his head, especially because that's where the problem was, is that his nerve endings were not covered. So that's why he's got the sensory part. And you know, I'm hoping that I'm hoping and I'm praying, because everyone keeps saying to me it will get a little bit better when he's older. But I don't know, because he's so violent now if he doesn't get his own way. And you guys, you need to understand, it's so difficult, because it's so easy to say that you need to discipline your child, you need to discipline your child. It doesn't work like that. It does
let me tell
not.
let, let me tell you guys something. If I need to discipline Nathan when this happens in this extent, he will turn around to injure me very badly, to the point that I will go to hospital. So yes, discipline is very important when it comes to this, but there need to be a very specific way in terms of disciplining. And shouting and screaming and physical, getting physical with them is the worst thing that you as a
Yeah.
parent can do. So,
And
and
I've
you know what?
noticed you have to, you have to, and this is why it's hard to explain it to other people, because
Yes,
even other family members, okay, they are stuck in their ways. And it's not just like with my parents or something. It's not just one child. It's that exactly, Conrad, exactly. So the there's not just one child or one grandchild or one nephew or whatever. They're always together. Then the whole thing is, no, you must all treat them, you need to treat them the same.
you can't.
You guys have no idea what, when you treat them the same, what happens. And the amounts of times that we have said it, why are we wanting our children to change to suit what we think is the norm, when why can't we make their lives easier and change what the norm is? It's so difficult to try and help them and to be on the straight and narrow, what is right and what is wrong. And yes, you all know how much I love the Lord. Lorica is exactly the same. Without the Lord, we would be finished. Trust me. You need the Lord when you have got these situations. And it's just like, you see now, calm, bro, because you have to change the narrative. But to do that, you can't. It's not telescope. It's not as easy. And when you are tired, when you're exhausted, when you've had the weekend that Lorica has had, and like Raven, you can ask Raven, when you are mentally not okay yourself, go back to the very first video that I did, where I've tagged it, and I was raw about my emotions and about my parenting and about my guilt and all of that. And in there, I said, I started doing ninja talks for my mental health and for my son, because when I'm not okay, how do I make sure my child is okay? I still have not got that answer, but I do have people that understand. So I can sit and talk about it here. I can't fix it. It's frustrating for me, because this country, and Raven and I spoke about it. Thank you, my love. In this country, there is so little knowledge known about kids on the spectrum, or just anything in general. Why do you think we have Chris coming in here? Hello, Johan. Chris comes in here, and I swear sometimes he must think that we are literally like oblivious to the world. I feel like we live in a third world country when Chris comes in here because we like so it's not easy. And what if you're not okay? 100% they feel it. And Raven and I spoke about it. And anything in this country, you want something done, you have to pay out of your backside. We can't afford to do it. And we can't go and sit with these children in a government institute and expect them to sit there quietly. You don't want them sitting there. They can't. They cannot sit there.
Nathan will become very aggressive.
Yes.
Very. He can't handle people around him. He just can't do that. You guys need to remember one thing, that like I was saying a little bit earlier, what I'm trying to emphasize in regards to what we actually want to take out to the world. What we show of Nathan is an extremely small part. What people do not understand is that Nathan is not living in our world.
Yeah.
Nathan's world is completely isolated from us. You will see every now and then Nathan will come and lie here next to me, and then it will seem to people that he's having his own conversation. But that is not really what's happening. He's pulling back into his world, which is untouchable for us, and which is completely ununderstandable for us, because it took us so many years just to get some type of form of balance for us to be able to reach Nathan. The child that you see right now, compared to what he was when he was 10 years old, it's two completely different children. When my son was 10 years old, he did not make any eye contact. He did not speak a word. He did not react. All that he was doing was climbing steps up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, or twirling CDs around his fingers continuously, 24/7 hours of the day, or crying, or screaming, or being very aggressive.
Legend.
That was his way of living. Yes, he's much better right now, but he doesn't understand the cooking is a clue of what is happening here on TikTok. When I say hello Auntie Candice, then his attention will be to that. But if he must just come and sit here, he won't know how to greet you because he can't communicate.
No.
He just repeats everything Mommy says. That's why you guys will hear he repeats word for word what I say. And that is where the echolalia comes in. And that's where the frustration happens. And that's why he becomes so aggressive.
And that's what we were saying. There was comments here as well. I think it was, who was it? Was it Rhino? When, I'm so sorry, Conrad, that is, we didn't have her knowledge. And you see, okay, so let me quickly tell you, in the beginning of March, we are, Denver School is hosting a parenting day. I'm going to actually be having my friend who is a life coach and a spiritual life coach. She's incredible, and she is a mentor, and she works at the school where Denver is at, and she helps like parents and kids and everything. She's lovely, and what a godly woman, oh my word. And she went on a course, and at the course, hello Queen, the course is been written. It's a book, and then this course was written from it and created from it for all kids. Hello my darling. For all kids, but the parents are the writers are parents of autistic kids. So they have adapted it obviously for all kids, including the autistic ones. And it's I can't wait to do it, because obviously I'm going to bring it to the app. And hey Michael, and it is so, we all think, and I know we've got some old school people here that have had their say before, where cook, where you gone, Eureka? Lights out. I don't know. Is she there? Or is it just black? Yeah, maybe. Oh no. Okay, well, basically, oop, boom. Now it's just me. It is black. Okay. So, regardless of how we think we are and we were beaten as kids and this is how it must be and kids just need to be A, B, C, and D. No, right? Yeah, they have a power outage, I think. So, unfortunately, if you had to go back and really think about your childhood, when you were being beaten or punished severely or shouted at or whatever, that is not okay. Actually, it's not okay because later on you do get triggers. And I know, and you know who I'm talking about. And we all say, yo, look at us now. Listen, guys. Yeah, you see, and it's you I'm talking about, Odie. Because that is what it was back in the day, right? Corporal punishment, finished, clear. And the thing is that this does not work. You exactly, Chunks. Exactly. Now, how do you deal with it? And this is what this course is about. It's so the way she's explained it to us very, very briefly is exactly, Mooch, is that there's two parts of the brain, the top and the bottom part, right? We are telling our children. Now, my eldest is 17. So when we say to him, please do this, 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 he doesn't do it. And then you say to him, well, why are you not doing that? Like you're an adult. You want to be treated like an adult. You behave like this, blah, blah, blah. And you give this whole long lecture. Okay. First of all, he hasn't heard that lecture because he's already switched off because he couldn't care. And he's 17. He's a kid. Proven fact. Their brains don't develop that part of how to process all of these things until they're 25. So here I am, right? I was 21 when I got married, 22 when I had my first child. You're a child yourself, and here we worried about our kids doing dodgy things when they're under the age of 16. We basically were putting ourselves in danger by having children when you are in technically and medically and scientifically not an adult. So here they can't comprehend it. So not only are you dealing with so-called normal kids, right? You are that can't comprehend it because their brains have not reached that stage yet. But now you're dealing with kids that are on the spectrum. There's no way in hell that they can fully understand it. And the one thing it grates me, right, is when you can give them something to do. You cannot say to a special needs child or any child, this is what I'm saying, guys, it's not just kids on the spectrum, it's all children. We expect a lot from our kids, okay? Me included. Listen, I'm here. I put my hands up. That's why I do this, because I'm guilty as charged. And so we say to our kids, right, you get up in the morning, you get dressed, you go brush your teeth, or you go have breakfast and you brush your teeth. You give those instructions. Lorika, are you back? You give those instructions. They get up, they go to the toilet, they might come dressed. While they are getting dressed, they're trying to, hello, Mr. Lawyer, they're trying to look for clothes because at this stage, they want their own clothes. They don't want you to give them clothes. Try tell them that they can't wear something that they want to wear. Try tell them. Let me just put Lyrica in. They have now forgotten that they were meant to do something else. That's where it stops. Are you sitting in the dog?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the dog, guys. Power just went again. Sorry about it.
Third
Oh,
time.
no, that's okay. Check Meltdown 101. You see now. That is what happens. I promise you, I have taken stuff out. Hey, Siberian, I have taken stuff out that no longer fits Denver. He is very tall, okay? Very tall. And like Chris was saying, they are normally very tall kids, like lanky, okay? Hello, my glow, good morning. And he's grown out of everything. He has got massive feet. I mean, he's 6 years old and he wears a size 2 shoe, an adult 2 shoe. It's
I'm just going out. I'll come back now. Okay.
okay, cool. No problem. So he was a bit chunky when he was little, but he is so tall. I got a shorty. Yeah, but she's a girl. The boys tend to look a little bit different. Siberian. So anyway, I will remove things. He will find them, or I will give them away. Hello, Forstrace. I will give them away. If that child sees someone wearing his clothes, it will be devastation. Devastation station. Hello, Joe. How does he handle the power being off?
Very bad. Extremely bad. Because he thinks mommy must just always have petrol for the generator. What does he call it, Chris? What does he call the what? We've got an inverter and a generator. But he's got a name for the inverter. I can't get to it now, but it's a funny name. Mommy must fix it with that. What? I can't remember what he calls it now. Nathan, wat is daai ding? Nee, wat is daai? Wat's dit? Wi-Fi. Oh, he's someone else thinks it's Wi-Fi. No, he handles it extremely bad.
Now that's same with Denver because he doesn't like the dark.
Same.
And yeah, he doesn't like the dark, and he needs to be on his phone, his tablet to self-soothe, and the fan has to be on all the time, the noisy fan. And for the life of me, I still need to record that fan because I can't find an app that's got the same sound. So he sweats profusely. Oh my gosh, hello Trevant, really, really badly. And yeah, no, it's very, very bad how he sweats. And sometimes, like when he's sick and things, and he just wants to. That's how I know when he's sick is when he just wants to be held. And he said to me today, I know why he did it. Okay, my child is very jealous. This is my mama and my mama only. So hello, Dawn. So my eldest son he was playing rugby and he got elbowed in the nose, and his nose and his mouth and stuff were bleeding apparently at school. So he's telling me what happened. Denver comes in. Hello, Claudia and Gert. Denver comes in. He comes around. Now he doesn't, the two of them fight very badly. Okay. He comes around and he says, Mommy, I just want to give you a hug. So I said, oh, really, Denver? Because he knows that's the way to mommy. Just give me a hug. I say, okay, but I'm just listening to your brother. He goes, but I really just want to give you a hug. Can I come and sit in between you and Tristan? Then I know. He doesn't want a hug. He just wants attention and he wants his brother gone. He doesn't want to share attention at all. Listen, my Raven, I need to speak to you, girl. Hello, Chantal. I need to speak to you because your story could really, really, really help as well. And if you don't want to discuss it on here and you want to remain anonymous, we can talk off of the live. But I do think that we should have a conversation, you and I. Even just as friends, even if you don't want to bring it up on here, but just that's the whole reason for having Ninja Talks, is that we can talk, you know?
I just saw that our substation just blew up again for the second time in 1 month. And last time we were off for a whole week.
So
Yeah.
I got this from a friend of mine. She sent me, I don't know if you guys are in the same area, but this is what she sent me today.
I wonder where that is now. This just happened now, apparently. While we were on the live, and then we just received the video now.
Okay.
But it says
Hello,
here married
Bonnie.
stuff. I wonder what's going on now. I don't hope this is going to be days again.
That is terrible. Good
Yeah,
night,
I
everybody.
think-
Thank you all for being here. We've got 30 minutes left if Lyrica lasts that long.
No, I think I'm also going to say goodnight for now. I just want to save my battery for my phone because I'm not sure now how long we're going to be off this time.
Yeah, rather do that because TikTok can chow it.
That's the main thing. So sê bye vir almal. Sê vir hulle 'n lekker dag.
Bye,
lekker aand.
Nathan.
Sê bye.
Bye. Thank you, my friend. Good luck.